Hello, good evening everyone. I'm Dr. Indranil Bavdekar. I welcome to my channel Dr. Bavdekar's Homeopathy. Today I'm going to talk with you on a very important subject, that is PCOD, Polycystic Ovarian Disease, or PCOS, that is called as Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome. Friends, before the lecture, keep in mind that it is nowhere a disease. We should not call it as a disease. This problem, I will say, is due to the lifestyle disorder, and we should never label it as a disease. There are n number of videos available on YouTube, n number of diet plans are given, n number of explanations are given. My aim today is to give you in nutshell the idea about PCOD, PCOS, and request you to manage the lifestyle disorder on your own. Of course, if they are not managed, definitely medicinal help has to be taken. So friends, in short, I will tell you what is PCOD. Everyone has told it, but I'll just revise in a few ways. See, this is the reproductive organ of females. This is called as a uterus. This uterus has got two tubes, and at the tube's end there is a brown thing. This is called as ovaries. Now these ovaries, what do they do? That in the mid cycle of the menses, they manufacture the female egg, and this female egg manufactured travels from this tube. It comes down, it goes here, and after receiving proper sperms, the embryo is formed, and reproduction, embryo is formed, and a new birth starts growing. So the main function of these ovaries is to manufacture a egg or a female egg or ovum. Now, because of, we are going to talk only about these ovaries today. Because of many disturbances, lifestyle problems, these ovaries, they develop fluid like small sacs in that the egg is there. These are called as cysts. Cysts are nothing but fluid like small sacs, and hence after formation of these different fluid sacs, the egg cannot get matured, it cannot grow, it cannot get formed healthy, and the diseases they start. So this is in short some diagrammatic view about the PCOD. Friends, this PCOD is why it is happening, or why this disease is increasing. That is a major thing which we should understand. It is all lifestyle disorder. Everyone is running behind the clock. They have set their life according to the clock. Now, in previous days, in our generations, like our mothers, our grandmothers, they never suffered from PCOD or any other problem. They had a 4 5 children. Their cycles were regular. Their cycles ended up as menopause also very normal. We could not and know also that somebody is sick in the house, a female, because the reason was this, that they respected the biological clock. Biological clock is the clock which is decided by the nature. That is from sunrise to sunset. Getting up at the time of sunrise, and then doing the whole day some work, and again going to the bed and having food at the evening time, plus a good exercise throughout the day. And their exercise in our back generation was to run the house, to run the kitchen, and just to serve anything what is needed in the family for the children and the family members. It was a good exercise for all. Machines were not there. This disease is a lifestyle disorder. Everyone nowadays is working, studying, doing some job, doing according to the clock, and we never pay any attention towards this biological clock. And because of this wrong attention, our hormones in the females, they get disturbed, and the hormones like responsible for balancing the female menstrual cycle, we revised in last lectures. Progesterone, estrogen, these are the main hormones, and basically the signals to release good hormones is given from our brain, that is the pituitary gland. So the gland never knows whether it is a day or even it is night. It just gives the signals, and it just tries to do its work. But if our daily biological clock is disturbed, the hormone levels also start getting disturbed, and the patients land up into PCOD. This PCOD problem is nowadays increasing in all age groups, right from puberty, young age, middle age, and sometimes old age. Young age females, I have seen, they suffer from menstrual disorders, periods lasting for 2 to 3 months. They don't get periods, and when they get, they are very heavy, lasting 15-20 days, and this all cycle is disturbed. Even in after marriage, I have seen that when their females are diagnosed with PCOD or PCOS, then the infertility problem is faced by them. That is, they cannot conceive to have a good child. It is easy to discuss, but this problem is also very major, because inability to conceive causes psychological disturbances in the couples, in the families, as well as in the society also. So these problems are very much increasing. Nowadays, we should keep in mind that if the proper lifestyle is maintained, good diet and good exercise, Definitely this problem can be overcome. Now, what are the exact causes of PCOD are not known. PCOD, PCOS, I mean the same. If there is collection of symptoms like irregular menses, then secondly, increase in the androgenic hormones, like because of PCOD, the androgenic hormones in the body of a female are increased. Because of that, they might have pimples on the face at the age of 30, 35, where the age is not there of having pimples. Secondly, they may develop mustache like a small hair. They may develop hairs on the this thing also, chin also. Then this is due to increased levels of the male hormones like estrogen, sorry, not estrogen, like the androgen hormones in the female body. And PCOD causes increasing the it causes increasing the androgenic hormones in the body. Now, in fact, we have seen that PCOD patients are having obesity also. Obesity is overweight, and this obesity is why? Because of the increased insulin levels in the body of these patients. But these increased insulin levels are also disturbing, because in long term or middle age also they may cause heart problems, they may cause infertility problems, in probably lipid problems. Then not proved, but it is said it might be responsible for the endometrial cancer of the uterus. So these increased insulin levels are also not good. Like so we have seen that collection of symptoms like irregular periods, male-like features, obesity, painful menses, long-lasting menses, collection is called as a syndrome. So we can sometimes call it as PCOS also. What are the tests to diagnose this disease? Some females get diagnosed accidentally, that they go in for pain in stomach to the sonologist and they find out that they have got PCOD. Sometimes the doctor suspects it is PCOD and the patient does it. So some blood investigations advised by the doctor should be done by the patient. Sonography is a gold standard which has to be done and confirmed that the patient has PCOD. Now we'll go about this PCOD for the management part. This management part is very important, because if you can manage on yourself, it is nothing like that. All these problems can be solved. The basic thing is that you should have a proper diet. I'll not be going into the diet because this lecture will be very big if I talk about diet. See, normal herbs should be in diet. I will suggest you, like ginger, turmeric, cinnamonium, shatavari, which balances the hormones in female bodies. Female should avoid dairy products, milk in excess. Never drink milk in excess. Then they should have a low caloric diet, and they should try to maintain their BMI of the body. Never overeating. In short, I will say, try to avoid the white things in body in day-to-day life. All white things like white sugar, white salt, then white, you can say flour, that you should try to avoid. If you avoid, or you can say you can reduce down. If you reduce down, then white rice. If you reduce down all these things, your obesity gets controlled, and all of your excessive things in the body which are responsible for weight gain, they also get controlled. I'll talk about some exercises. See, a female who is diagnosed PCOD and is obese should not suddenly start with heavy exercises like doing 2 hours workup per day. Not necessary, because that will cause increase in the heart rate and patient might land into problems. Sudden weight reduction should not be done. Steady and gradual weight reduction is important, so that our internal organs are not affected. So we should keep in mind. I suggest people to have best breathing and yogic exercises. I just mentioned some name. There are always you can go on YouTube, you can put these names on YouTube and see what yogasanas are these. I will be putting this in my description box also. Good yoga exercises are like, I can say, first one is butterfly pose or Baddha Kosana. That is one of the good pose. Second one is reclined butterfly pose, that is called, or Supta Baddha Kosana. But do this exercise a little cautious, because those who have got neck problem or back problem, it might trouble them. Third exercise can be camel pose or Uttarasana. This can be one of the good third yoga exercise. Fourth one is locust pose or Shalabhasana. Fifth one is wide-legged forward bend or Prasarita Padotsana. These all names I will be putting in description box. You can copy paste them in your YouTube and you can see what yoga exercises are there. Breathing exercise, I suggest the patients to do like Kapalbhati, Nadi Shodhanam, that is Anulom Vinilom, and Brahmari. Because of breathing exercises, the oxygenation in the lungs increases, the circulation of our blood normalizes, and our body starts becoming healthy and recovers fast. Even it maintains the intra-abdominal pressures also. For some females, I have advised in my previous lectures Kegel exercises. These are nothing but these are pelvic floor strengthening exercises. They also help in reducing down the PCOD problem. This problem is usually in like from homeopathic point of view, if we talk, it is a psychotic tendency of the patient, and in this psychotic tendency is collection of fluid for excess in the body. There are many things, and so antipsychotic drugs are gold standard to treat such patients. With homeopathic medicines, patients really do well. These things are harmless medicines. Results are assured, because in other branches, just to regularize the period and control the bleeding, hormone pills are given. But hormone pills given for 21 days, then the female has cycle, and again some 21 days cycle has to be continued. So this disturbs the hormones. You are giving the body external hormones, and the periods which is come there, hardly I call them as withdrawal bleeding. I myself don't call them as periods. But this is just controlling the body with hormone has got no meaning. So friends, we should control our body naturally. Do good exercises, have good diet, and also have stress relieving things, that is meditation. And if you follow all these things, definitely the PCOD will get solved. No need of taking heavy medications, no thing of observing thousands of videos and making experiment on us. You all will do well. The menstrual problem, the androgenic problems, then you can say insulin problems, all will definitely come down. Now, in short, I will tell you there are some effective and which are proved to be having good results in my practice, some homeopathic medicines. But friends, do not self-medicate. Try using them with consulting your own homeopathic doctor. If he is not available, I will be happy to talk to you or help you on WhatsApp consultations. There are some good effective medicines homeopathy. We advise Calcarea Fluor 6x 3 times a day for long time. This helps in reducing down the cysts or the hard cysts. Thuja 30 also we advised for the patient who have got big abdomen or a pot belly abdomen, then those who have got tendency to catch cold. And for these patients we advise for long term. Apis 30 is also one of the good medicine. This is also good medicine which acts on the cyst and tries to reduce them. So we advise Apis 30 3 times a day for around 15 days to 3 weeks, and further according to the advice of your homeopath. Conam is one of the also good medicines where we see that hard glands are there in the body. The breast of the patient are painful during menses, that we have seen. Then also ill effects of some sexual depressed, some mental stresses of the family life, that we have seen. Patient who live a sedentary life, that also we see. There are many indications of Conam, but we can use this medicine very well. These are all basic medicines. Constitutional drugs play a very important role in homeopathy because medicines basic only cover. Constitutional drugs really cure the patients. So the drugs like Sepia, Calcarea carb, Lachesis at the premenopausal or menopausal age are very effective. Antimony crude, platina, these are very important. But friends, before starting any medicines, Euphorinum 200 should be given every month to these patients, which boosts up the effect of our normal medicines. So these drugs have to be kept in mind. There are still more drugs, but you should discuss with your homeopath and then have it. So in short, I think you must have got an idea about PCOD. I will request you to control this disease with your own lifestyle way. Cut down all your timings, maintain the biological clock, and I expect that you win over this disease. So I am very thankful to you for patient hearing. If you like my channel, kindly subscribe it and basically be healthy, stay safe. Thank you.